I'm so excited to teach you guys. If you don't know me, I'm Kacee, and if you don't know me very well, you wouldn't know that backbends are my favorite part of practice. And so today I feel so grateful that I can take you guys pretty quickly into a backbend. So sometimes when I'm at home or it's like the middle of the day or I'm having sort of a grouchy day, think of it as a grouchy day or like a little, I don't know, ornery, I need to just backbend quickly. And I think of backbends as medicine for the heart. It really is true that if you're going through anything, if you're feeling tight in the lungs, if you're feeling constricted and you're struggling to let go of something, a good, quick, or long backbend practice can be so healing. So if there's anything that I could offer you, it would be to learn how to backbend. So hopefully this is a part of your journey. So welcome to class. You'll need a block, 2 blocks, a strap, and a blanket. If you don't have any of those things, you can make them up. A pillow, books, a belt, a robe thing. What is that? Rope tie? A rope tie. Okay, great. We're gonna start, you guys can stay, in Virasana. Virasana is hero's pose. So you wanna think of backbends as becoming the hero of your own heart. So that's a really nice way to think about it. So you can use a blanket. Samantha and Sierra are on blocks. So you can sit either on blocks or a blanket. Press the tops of the feet down and make sure that your knees are outside of your hips. And you sit between your heels. Look at your feet. Make sure that the toes are pointing as straight back as possible. And then sit up nice and tall. For those that want to use a strap, and I'll tell you how to use a strap, you'll need a loop in your strap. And the reason that we'll use a strap in Virasana or Virasana twist is if you're high on a block. So just keep that in mind. When you do backbends, you have 3 things that you're really looking to do. Open your quads, technically open your hips. We're not going to do as much hip work, and really prepare the whole back line of the body to open up in the front side of the body. So you guys will get into it. So sit up nice and tall, lengthen your spine, find your strap for those that are sitting on blocks, and you're gonna loop your whole right leg. Sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, take some deep breaths and settle yourself in. Starting to create the sound of Ujjayi, because even here, we're dropping into a present moment. They say our attention span has gone from 7 seconds to 3 seconds. So the best way to hold your breath is to focus on the side of each breath. So 1 inhale, which is 3 or 4 seconds, and 1 exhale. Now before we use the strap, we'll start to prepare the spine. You can keep your eyes open with a soft gaze. Take an inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, twist to the right without grabbing for the strap at all, because you're not going to use it for this side. Right hand comes behind you. It can go on the floor. If you have a second block, Samantha, you could put the second block behind you. Now everybody gaze forward. I really enjoy counter gazing, especially early on twists, so that your gaze is forward but your heart is turning back. Create a little tilt in your pelvis so that you feel your perineum come forward. It's that desire to drop in. And then inhale, come back through center, and let's just change sides to the opposite side. Cross your right hand over, left hand behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Create a little anterior tilt, nice here, and really work through the tops of the feet. Now counter gaze forward. Breathe really deep. And especially when you're trying to make it into the heart, usually the heart is agitated if you're going just for a backbending practice, and the agitation of the mind is the mind moving past to future. That means that you might feel a little agitation in being patient, so find your sacrum and put your mind in your sacrum and feel it draw into the spine, into the center. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale, come back through center. Take a moment. Find the spine reset. Now we're going to twist to the left and do it a little bit deeper. So right hand crosses over your left knee, left hand crosses behind you. Now the left hand can reach for the inner heel of your right foot. Now if you're high on a prop, you'll need to grab for the loop of the strap. because you might be too high. Now sit up nice and tall, Sierra, before you twist, gaze forward. And then exhale, twist, and start to turn your gaze all the way back. Nice. Good, Sierra. You can walk your hand further down the loop because you have a lot of mobility. And now everybody pull your right hip back an inch. Yeah, so now your hips stay level and square, but your heart's going the other direction. Inhale back through center. Exhale. Now change sides with the loop. If you used it, and twist, right hand comes to the inner heel. Left hand crosses over. Sit up nice and tall, Samantha, nice job. And another way to turn the head is if you gaze forward, and instead of turning the head straight around, you can actually turn your head up. So like move your head like a rainbow, lift the gaze up, 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 and all the way over, and see if that gives you more vision. Pull your left hip back a smidge. All together as a group, take a big breath in and see if your heart feels different. Exhale. Nice job, you guys. Release. Take the strap away. Put it to the side. Bring your hands to heart center. I sometimes like remind my feet to wake up, especially when we come into some quad strengthening, palms together. Press your hands to heart center, and then you don't have to hover too low, but when you're ready, inhale, lift off just from your sit bones. Hover, take a breath, anchor the tailbone, and then exhale, slowly lower. Let's do that 2 to 3 more times. Inhale, lift, spread the toes. Hold for a full breath. And then exhale, lower. Just bringing some energy there. Let's do it 1 or 2 more times, depending on where you're at. If you're moving faster, do it more reps. If you're moving slower, you can just hold for 1 more round. Nice, and then exhale. Release. Plant your hands down. Plant your feet on the earth. Beautiful. Find your block, please. Place your block between your inner thighs. So now we're gonna hug to the midline. Usually in back bends, come to standing. Usually in back bends, what you'll see is a lot of external rotation of the thigh bones, a lot of external rotation of the hips. So that means their toes turn out. So this is just an effort for us to really recommit to the midline. Squeeze the block. Sometimes I'll walk my feet closer than hips distance. Bring your hands to heart center to start. And then exhale, bend your knees, drop your seat, Utkatasana. Now lift your arms all the way up, and for today, make fists. And think of your thumbs. I like to think of my thumbs as the end of a ski slope. You know those like big jumps that they go up? And yeah, can you see that? Like this is the bottom of the hill. My sacrum's the bottom of the hill. And then right at the tip of the thumb, you feel like there's a huge catapulting energy up. Beautiful, you guys. Squeeze the block. Take 3 more breaths. You can feel that it requires so much patience, but what we're doing is we're preparing the lumbar. We're preparing the quads. We're preparing the inner thighs. Inhale to stand, squeeze the block. Exhale, release. Nice job. Okay, remove the block. Nothing too long, so stay patient and present. I promise I'm gonna get you there quickly. Find your strap. All right, now with your strap, if you don't have a strap, you'll take warrior 1 without a strap. With a strap, make a big loop. I learned this from the lovely T.S. Little. If you haven't studied with him out in Santa Fe, you should. He's amazing. It doesn't matter how long your loop is, but you want to make sure that you loop your back heel. So loop your left heel to start. Step to the back of your mat. I'll wait for everybody. Perfect. And then when you're ready, step your right foot forward. Stay on the ball of your back foot so that you can feel, nice Samantha, there you go. Perfect, Sierra. So that you can feel the strap right on the heel. Now, really what we're looking for is a heart opener, a chest opener, and a back bend. So deepen your front thigh first. Walk your hands down the strap. And now give yourself some tension here. Pull your heart forward. And then lift up. If you have more mobility in the shoulders here, turn your right hand to the right, your left hand to the left, and expose the yin side, the inner arm. Beautiful, you guys. Now deepen the thigh. Big breath now. Start to breathe in and out through your nose. Now feel the tailbone. So sit bones go back. Your tailbone anchors straight down, and then your heart lifts. Beautiful. Now it's not easy to come out, so straighten your leg, and I would step forward. Yeah, and then change sides. How'd that feel? Feels super good. Yeah, like super. You guys both like. Yeah, you feel free. Perfect. Sarah feels free. All right, bring the strap along your heel. Left foot steps forward. Sort of shimmy yourself into this pose. You could always hold these longer. But I promised I would give you like a lunch break version of back bends. All right, walk your hands down the strap. Turn the hands out right and left. Deep in the thigh. And lift the heart. This would be like, I have 15 minutes after I brush my teeth in the morning. And I have to hurry up and go to work. This is a perfect practice for that. So you should plan this video for that moment. Heart lifts. Beautiful. 2 more breaths, maybe 3 more breaths if you're at home. Keep lifting through your heart. Keep turning the hands open so you're externally rotating the shoulders and you feel a deep rotation of the shoulder blade drawing to the midline. Just like the block was hugging between your inner thighs. Nice. Straighten your front leg. Step it forward. Shake it out. Excuse me, shake it out. Come on to your bellies, please. Straight down. Onto your bellies. We're just going to take the sweetest baby cobra you've ever taken. All right, so hands come down. Make sure they're right next to your rib cage. Thumbs sort of touch right at the base of the bottom of the rib cage. I sometimes just look and make sure that my hands are more 90 degrees. Now this is really important when we get into back bend so you understand the actions. Press the tops of the feet down. Think of your Virasana. Press the knees into the earth, and I would say that this is a very citizen style of teaching back bends. And then draw the knees forward an inch to when you feel your sit bones lift. Just a little. Now the clarity here is the tailbone lengthening, never rooting, never tucking, excuse me. So exhale, feel the tailbone root to the heels or lengthen to the heels, but not press into the ground. Now inhale, draw your shoulders back. Try to think of your warrior 1 energy and lift your heart. 3 inches, 5 inches, breathe. Now most of us press our chin forward. Instead of pressing your chin forward, drop the chin to neutral. Lift up through your eyes. Exhale, lower. And now make this like a cat-cow. Inhale, lift so you don't feel like you're stagnant at all through this. Exhale, lower. Keep your mind's eye at the top of the feet and the anchoring of the tailbone. Take 3 more. Inhale. This is like exhale. Not pulling the covers off when you're trying to wake somebody out of bed. This is like a light alarm clock instead of your phone next to the bed. Inhale 1 more time. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Curl your toes. Lift your hips. I use my knees, especially when I'm in a grounded cobra pose or bhujangasana. Bend your knees a lot. Feel length in the spine. Now gaze a little bit more forward today and make it more of a back bend. Come high on the heels so that you feel the sit bones lift. Let your sit bones up towards the sky and then start to straighten your legs. Nice. Exhale, hands and knees. Table pose. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Just a simple box hip opener. I'm sure that in a lot of our other videos you're seeing pigeon poses, Anjaneyasana variations, maybe not this pose as often. So make sure that you have a 90-degree angle with this front foot. You can always measure with your block. A 90-degree angle with your back knee. You can always measure with a block. And then place the block inside of your front foot. We're not holding for too long. And lower straight down like you're on an elevator, not an escalator. So keep yourself here. If you need more room, widen your foot to the right. Press your sit bones back. Nice, Sierra. And if you want a little bit different of a variation, you can turn your right foot out just a little bit. Keep drawing the sit bone back and in. Close your eyes. Take 2 to 3 rounds of breath. The hips are the emotional space to help you move forward, to make change, to be decisive. Inhale, make your way all the way up. And then change sides. Nice job, you guys. And then we're going to get to the wall. I love the wall. What would the wall be like? Maybe like the wall's like your favorite movie, Candy at the Movies. That's...
The wall?
Yeah, the wall.
Oh, are you comparing it?
Yeah, like the joy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it now.
Right? Yeah. Sierra, I said the joy of the wall. Well, maybe I should put it that way. The joy of the wall is like the same as like getting your favorite candy at the movie theater.
There you go.
It's so good. There we go. We made it there together.
Teamwork.
Big breath, you guys. Keep drawing your left sit bone. So see if you can find your left sit bone, and the left sit bone anchors, like you tied a little gram weight to the sit bone. And you're pulling it down, and the heart goes forward. Nice. See what you can release in the jaw and the eyes. Beautiful. And then straighten your arms, step it back. All right, now you do not need the wall for this series. You can come onto your back, but I'm gonna set Samantha and Sierra up at the wall. I'm gonna leave my mat here so I can demonstrate some back bending for you guys. So short edge of the mat to the wall, take your blocks with you. You can also bring your strap if you want. I'll move all of my prop stuff too. Great, nice job. All right, so it's just some quick back bending, then we'll lengthen the spine, take a twist, and we'll be done for today. So you'll set your blocks up. You can see how Samantha and Sierra set their blocks up. Set your blocks up so that they're right against the wall, lowest level, longest way. I think of it like a shoe box. So that's really what it should be. Now, slide yourself close to the wall and plant your feet on the wall. You have to make sure that you create a right angle between the knee and the ankle as you come close. And then lay on your backs. We'll set you guys up from there. Now you'll notice, you might not be able to see, so just be aware that you'll notice that their toes are up the wall. I want their toes to be lifted. It activates the arch of the foot. Nice, Sierra, that's perfect. Now hands down by your sides. She's fine, don't worry. Okay, draw your shoulder blades on the back, turn your palms up, and then really feel the warrior one energy so that you really open up through the shoulders. Feel the deltoids draw under. The bottom tips of the shoulder blades draw back. Now, anchor down through your heels, and inhale, lift your hips, and I'm gonna teach you guys back bending from here. So, most people when they lift their hips really high, they squeeze their glutes. So instead of overly squeezing your glutes, drop your tush an inch. This is just the way that I taught myself after many years of not understanding it. Okay, Samantha's doing a little shake. You can do a little shake. Now you want your glute to be engaged but not squeezing. So you pull the heels back isometrically so the hamstring fires, the low glute fires. Now you may stay here or tap the blocks with your hands. Yeah, so that, you're just a little lower down and then lower down. And then slide forward. Oh. Keep going. Yeah, you're not too short. You're not too short. Okay, now once you guys are there, keep holding and breathing. Squeeze the block with your hands. Now, if you have more mobility, which would be interesting, you can move your arms inside and flip the palms. There you go. Other way. There you go. You gotta go like really far open. Yes! So remember we did Virasana with the heel? Nice job. So that your hands are turning, you want to go like right and left, and you're really getting some deep external rotation. Deep rotation of the shoulder. It looks funny from this angle. I was making sure you were fine. Nice, you guys. Exhale, lower yourself down. Perfect. How'd that feel? Different. Mm-hmm. Great.
Mm-hmm. Working the little muscles.
Working the little muscles. Cute. I bet they're cute. I feel like they're chipmunks, they're chipmunk muscles. Those are always cute animals. Okay, here we go, next round. Lift your hips back up. Now you can stay here or plant your hands up by your ears. Now your elbows will draw in toward one another, and then the shoulder blades will move down the back. And before you straighten the arms and straighten the legs, come to the top of your head. That might be a little complicated, but nonetheless, you can go straight up, that's fine. Now, draw your elbows in, draw the shoulder blades back, press through your feet, and then inhale, straighten your arms. The knees might hit the wall a little, but then you're there. Now, don't overforce the pose. Take 4 to 3 rounds of breath. Now, everybody here, focus on the big toe mound, pressing in. Do you feel the energy of Utkatasana with the block? Yeah. Tuck your chin and exhale, come down. Now, if you couldn't go up to Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow, sometimes referred to as wheel, which is not the exact translation, then you can just stay in bridge. I always say don't be better than bridge. Bridge pose is the gateway to the next gateway. And Urdhva Dhanurasana will give you, clear Urdhva will give you so much more. All right, last back bend of the day. Now you have two choices. You can go to Urdhva, upward bow, or Sierra, so you'll go to Urdhva, and I'm going to demo with Sam. Strap can go in front of your ankles, and you can reach your hands for the sides of the strap. And this is going to give you a lot of anchoring. Now you're going to want to anchor your forearms down. There you go. So the strap comes in front of your ankles. Try not to loop your ankles. Sometimes people get confused by that. Then lift your hips. You're going to plant your hands and go up. So just different variations. Nice. Yeah. So now you pull on the strap if you have the strap in front of the ankles. Anchor the forearm down. That's going to be the heat of the pose. Now you'll notice that you'll keep squeezing the glute. So you want to find the glute to drop a little bit. Then the tailbone goes to the wall. Nice, Sarah. And then anchor your big toe. And straighten your legs right from there. Woof. There you go. Nice job. Take 1 or 2 more breaths wherever you're at. And then observe the effect of the pose. This is the intensity, the effort, and then as you exhale and lower, you receive the grace. Beautiful. Exhale together. Nice. Take a moment. The way to release a back bend is not to directly hug your knees into your chest right away. So bring your knees together and your feet wide. And that gives your low back, yep, perfect, your low back a neutral space to rest. So really simple, nothing too intense. We didn't hold anything too long. Just a nice little map to opening the heart. Beautiful. Now for sake of just ease generally, if you can remove the blocks, you'll remove the block, or you can keep one block and slide yourself closer to the wall, but you'd have to move it away first. So slide yourself close, yeah, wiggle yourself close and lift your legs up the wall. Yeah, little like army crawl. Now Samantha's putting a block under her sacrum, and that just gives her a little bit more of a lift. Sierra doesn't have a block under her sacrum. Maybe that wasn't the most graceful entrance I've ever taught, but nonetheless, we're here. Now, if after holding this for a minute or so, you want to take a twist to end practice to neutralize, I recommend that. All together, take a big breath in through the nose. Take a gentle breath out. Observing the effects on the heart. We end practice with gratitude. Namaste.